Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of The Infiltrator. Bryan Cranston continues his voyage into being a bona fide movie star, and I think The Infiltrator is his strongest film yet. I really like this one. I think maybe his performance over in Trumbo was just a little bit better, but The Infiltrator as a film is a little bit better than Trumbo. So The Infiltrator is a crime, drug war drama around the dealings of Pablo Escobar. And it follows an FBI agent who is infiltrating Escobar's entire process here, his entire procedure. So first of all, Bryan Cranston is really good in this movie. I thought he was selling everything he needed to sell. His role had a ton of depth that gave him huge range to really play with. You know, from serious, angry, sad, scared, the whole bit. He gets every emotion in the acting handbook. But he nails them all with genuine feeling, which was fantastic. I also really liked John Leguizamo here. I thought he was really funny. He played his part really well. But what do you expect from good old John when it comes to these kind of mob, dirty, criminal, yet still a very good and likable guy kind of roles? Because hey, that is his bread and butter. But across the board, everybody is solid in this film. I don't think there was really a bad actor in the bunch. So, obviously, when you have an entirely strong cast, it helps to bring up the entire level of the film itself. Also, the filmmakers, great job at building tension over and over and over again. There's just so much tension. You are sitting on the edge of your seat throughout a ton of this movie. You're constantly just like, oh my gosh, is he gonna get killed? Is he gonna get away with it? Oh, what's gonna happen next? It's just really exciting stuff whenever our main character, Bryan Cranston, is put in any situation. As well as some of our other characters that we really grow to love, they get put in some precarious situations as well. And really, it's just an interesting story. It's a true story about a real-life man. And it's a story I don't think many of us actually know all that much about. And it's always pretty interesting seeing the inner workings of the FBI or the CIA or one of the government agencies as they go deep undercover trying to crack some case. And this movie does that so well. And one aspect of all of that government hoopla that I really enjoyed here was the human aspect. The fact that, you know, once you go undercover and you infiltrate these gangs or these groups, you become attached to these people. It's almost impossible not to grow some sort of friendship, some sort of feeling at least, toward these people that you are now spending day in and day out with, you're sharing meals with, you're hanging out with. And this film really delves into how hard it is to turn them in, no matter what you know they're doing. Even if it is just a short-term friendship and you know it's a job. So you can imagine once it's your actual family or something how hard it is to turn people in. But doing the right thing becomes so difficult when human emotions are in play, no matter how great of a professional you are. The only aspects I didn't really love about the film are that I think it slows down a little bit too much at the end of that second act. Right before we hit a very action-packed, wonderful closing finale act to the film, the second one starts to drag, your mind starts to wander, it seems a little bit repetitious, and the whole movie kind of has a little bit of that vibe just because it doesn't bring much new to the table. Like I said, I loved the human aspect here, but that doesn't really come into play until the end. We do dabble a little bit at the beginning with, why do you do this? Why are you even involved in this job? And I think that makes for a great premise, but that's just kind of pushed to the side and we never really revisit it again. And the whole middle part of the film really is just standard procedure for these law procedurals. But overall, it was a solid script with an amazing cast, really good direction. I loved the shots that they got in this film and the cinematography and just shot selection were gorgeous. They made some really artistic choices that added to the material and just made it all look so beautiful. So, with a solid script, an amazing cast, wonderful direction, I really recommend you seek out and watch The Infiltrator. It's definitely worth a full price ticket. If you're into these kind of films, if you're into mob films, if you watch CSI or any of those type of shows, you're going to love this. And if you're a Bryan Cranston fan, I also think you're going to love this. And if you are just looking for a good movie, you're going to really enjoy this. So, full price ticket for The Infiltrator. So, that has been my review of The Infiltrator. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see The Infiltrator? And what is your favorite Bryan Cranston film to date? Let me know either in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!